Hello. Okay, so hello to Galaxy Wolf and Hurricane Hunter 3. Glad to see you made it this time. So let's see what we got. So we're on day number 4 of the stream. Hi Cameo, I see you there. I knew you were there. So what's going on is we got this. We're going to work with the next one. Few. Oh yeah, the low music. Yeah, it'll change. But so here we go. So we're working on the next one. Hopefully we might be able to finish the sins of here. We're up to number 22, and I think there's 31 total. So let me get rid of the thumbnail and put us back onto the video editing software. So for those that were not here yesterday, obviously, we left off back at the last sin, which was this microphone clipping through her main, which is up here. Let me make sure. Okay, hold on. I think yeah. Oh, there we go. Sorry. It's going to be a little funky there. Okay, so with the microphone clipping through her main. So this next one is Pink. Next one we have is Pinky. Pinky is going to be... So, again, this is another weird clipping thing. So what we're going to see with Pinky is... So, obviously, she's a caster from Tron Legacy. If you've never seen the movie, just look it up. It's who Martin Sheen plays. You recognize him if you saw any of the advertising. But that's who she is, because she has the cane and the white suit and everything. So what you'll notice is she's flipping her cane, and it's not very obvious at first, but once you zoom in a little closer, you can easily tell right here. This cane is going right through her leg. Like, every single time. It's just going right... Her leg is obviously on its own layer above everything else, but that cane is flipping around right through her legs. So, that's just this sin right here. Okay. Oh, I gotta move this stuff down. I have my my sin audio up at the top. Subtitles, because the reason I don't do subtitles on these streams isn't because I mean, it is boring for one thing, but also there's a weird thing, and it's just when I'm streaming. It's never any time. Here, let me see if I'll demonstrate it one time so I can show you why I'm not going to do it on stream, because it's going to be really weird and obnoxious if I keep doing this. Let me save it so that it doesn't, in case it does crash on me. So let me see. Okay, yeah, you see, right? Yeah, you see all this nonsense going on right here, where it's like trying to load something and then it like glitches, and yeah, it's gonna do that. It eventually all loads, but it would do that every single time I try to put in text, and it's just text. It's not the images or anything, so it's why I'm not even gonna bother worrying about text on these streams. I put them in beforehand, so that doesn't have to be anything. Okay, so. Chidi, you want thoughts on Uprooted? My thoughts on Uprooted, I liked it because I do like the students a lot. They're very fun. Smolder's my favorite. I like, and then I'd say next I'd like is Yona, and then next I'd is Sandbar. Just because I like Sandbar, just because he is the token like boring one. But he plays it so, but they play with that trope of him so well, like especially in the Hearthswarming Club one, where his story was just so anticlimactic. He had so much fun emotion with it that I really liked it. Okay, so we're just gonna do that, and then like this.
There was no way Pinky can twirl that cane without it phasing through her leg somewhere. Vinyl?
Yeah, okay, so you can easily see that. Okay, so that's that one. So now this next one is, we're going to talk about Vinyl's so she comes in, and obviously it's supposed to be, obviously, well, actually, I don't know. I think that he just put Vinyl in there, but I'm sinning it. Because I know cinema sins, and people usually do stuff if they put in like a crazy reference, but you know what? I'm sending it by the fact he didn't put in a crazy reference. And that reference I'm referring to is Daft Punk, when they were put into Tron Legacy. If you guys don't know what I'm talking about, let me pull that up, but first, so that you guys don't see any information that any of my Google history, let me throw up an image, so that you guys can't see this. Make sure that went up properly. Yeah, okay. That image is gonna be there while I do stuff on the backside, so that you guys can't see what I'm doing. If you really want to look, you can look into the eyes and see exactly, and you can see a little bit of what I'm doing, but that's the most you're gonna get. So let's see. Yeah, I gotta hide the history. Really no reason. But it's just the fact that I just don't. Sometimes it's more the fact that sometimes my screen will glitch and it will like throw around. It will flash my desktop a little bit, and I just don't want that. Okay, so I want Tron Legacy Daft Punk. Okay. So what I'm gonna use is, let me get a good like still image of them, and I'll throw that up in the video. I don't want to. No, you know what? I could use a GIF, and I'll just take the image of it. Copy image. Okay. Throw that away. And I'll pull up Photoshop. Okay, there we go. Okay, we'll take Starlight away. Okay, so for the Photoshop. So this was Daft Punk in Tron Legacy. They had a nice little cameo. They were in Castor's. Like they were in a little room that Castor had set off, and they just played the music of the world. And it just kind of bugged me, the fact that Alstiff didn't reference that cameo at all with Vinyl. Like, didn't give her a helmet. Not even her clothing is like the same. Like, it's not like white clothing with stripes on the side. Not even her glasses are like nice and bright. They have a weird like shiny thing on it. I guess that's the background. I don't know. It just didn't. Nothing screams Daft Punk here to me, and I wish he did something like just something like that. So I'm gonna send him for it. I'm debating how I should do this, but yeah. Was Tron Legacy actually good? It's tough to say. Like I said, I only saw it once, and I saw it way back when it first aired. Also, a lot of my thoughts on it are also influenced by my experience of playing Kingdom Hearts Dream Drop Distance, where they had a Tron Legacy world, and it wasn't as confusing of a world if you have seen the movie. It's its own kind of weird thing, because it's not trying to be a direct sequel to Tron. It's like trying to be its own thing and just references the original. Like, you can easily watch Tron Legacy without ever seeing the original Tron. I actually haven't. I've only seen the pieces that are in Kingdom Hearts 2 from when they referenced the original Tron. But yeah, that's that. So yeah. So what I will probably do... let me take the screenshot, because I want a screenshot of Vinyl. There. What kind of video games do I play or have played? I play very no. Most recently we played every Kingdom Hearts game, me and my sister. Well, she watched me play, but we played every single one because I got Story So Far, and I did every single game. And that's because that was one of the first games I got back in like some while ago. Like, geez, I can't remember. I took it from my cousin because he had both the 1 and 2, and he let me borrow them. Look, I even typed in video games because I'm talking too much. Vinyl Tron. But the other thing, I guess, the other games I play is a lot of the other games I used to play, other than Kingdom Hearts, which I played. Played all of them, and I also got. I actually have every Kingdom Hearts game not from the like re-releases. I have a lot of the originals except for the what is it? Chain of Memories, the whatever the Game Boy Advance version is. I only have the Chain of Memories, that the PS2 remake, but that's because I got that because I don't have a Game Boy Advance. But I have a PSP and I got Birth by Sleep and all that, so there we go. Okay, so we're gonna put vinyl in here. But other than that, the only other games I play is we play like basic Mario games on our Switch and Wii and stuff. I don't play a lot. Like one of the games I actually played recently that is the soundtrack that you're hearing right now is Return of the Obra Dinn, and that's because my other sister, I have 3 sisters, just to let you guys know. My other sister, we played. We really got into like a lot of, or she's just really into whatever. No. She's really into mysteries, like mystery games and stuff like that, and also kind of like murder mystery kind of things. And this is that kind of game, and I'm like, oh, this would be perfect for her to play. And we played it, we beat it. It was fun. It's definitely a really fun game. Like I've seen some people stream it before, and it would be a fun game to stream. Unfortunately, I can't stream it now because I've already beat it, so it would be boring because I wouldn't be because it's the kind of game you have to play blind. So it wouldn't really be the most fun game to watch me stream because I'd just be like, yeah, I know how this works and everything. But I mean, unless you could do something like chat plays this and I just walk around and then you guys try to figure out the mystery. But I don't know. I feel that'd be a little difficult to do too. But hey. So let's see. Oh, how long does it take to make a video from start to completion? It all just depends on how much I feel like putting in editing. So what I'm going to do here is we're going to make a new layer. Actually, we're just going to make a new layer from this vinyl. We're just going to make a new layer from this vinyl. And we're going to cut her out. Not even like I mean, it doesn't even need to be a ridiculous amount because we can cut this out later. But however long it takes to complete a video from start to finish, it all just depends on like again, the amount of editing I want to do, by like the fun stuff, or the amount of other things I want to do. Like just putting the audio, like recording it and making the subtitles and everything, I can easily do that in, I'd say at most 3 hours, after I record all the audio and I fix it and then I put it over overlapping stuff. So what I'm going to do is we're going to take Daft Punk's we're going to take their wardrobe. So they got a nice little lighter wardrobe, like something like this color. And then what we're going to do is I'm going to go over to vinyl and I'm going to color over her with a pencil. Because I just want to make a nice little I don't even need a smooth line, I just need a line. And then we're just going to kind of color over her. And then I can smooth it out later, because I did this. I did get in a little bit of drawing while I was away from making stuff for the channel, but so let me see. So then, again, just kind of tracing the outline of her body that the animation gave us. like this, like so. The music stopped playing because it's over, because it's only a 24-minute soundtrack, because it doesn't have a lot of parts in the game, so I'm gonna restart it. Okay, so then we're just gonna color this entire thing in like that, and then they have, that happens a lot because I'm on a new layer. They have these nice bright lights on their suits. So here, and then it goes away from their necks. So this is a lot of, I've done this kind of editing before where I will personally like make my own images and stuff. I did it for, what did I do it for? I did it for My Little Dashie. I think I made some individual Jokernaut images, or I like took them. I made in the what's it called? In the tropical Octave 3, I don't know how that's pronounced. Whatever the ship name for Vinyl and Octavia is, in the one where they're trapped on a desert island by Animated James. I made a custom Animated James version of Starlight, tracing over an original Octavia drawing, and from there I took used pencil. From there I made that. So this is kind of what I want to do, and then I need the zipper that they're wearing along with like, so we need this, make it a little darker. But yeah, I've done this kind of thing before where I make custom versions of it. They're usually very cheap looking, and I do that on purpose just because I'm not a like professional artist, but I like to do this kind of thing so just for the sole purpose of, here's something kind of like, just to put a little more effort into the video, because I always like to have just some extra effort and stuff. So now, and then we need to make the little outline of her legs, because I can't lose the continuity of her legs too much. There we go. And then that's here. Okay. Sorry. Yeah. Okay, so that's this, and then I'm just going to outline this. So I'm just going to kind of, so what I'm thinking I'm going to do is I have this little piece here, and then we're going to zoom out I keep hitting zoom out a little bit. And the only reason I'm not using like the control hotkeys is because they're all linked. I have a lot of them linked to the hotkeys on the stream, so I know if I do stuff on that, it's just gonna mess around with the stream, and I don't want to deal with that kind of stuff. So I have to do it all manually. That's the only reason why I'm not like using the control shortcuts on Photoshop. So here we go. Okay, so that's about a Daft Punk outfit right there. And then we'll just kind of smooth it out. So the way I smooth it out is I take the blur tool, not the smudge tool, the blur tool. I think I did this the other day too, when I was making, and then I just kind of go around the edges, and it just kind of smooths out the sharpness of the pencil. And again, it's not going to look perfect. It's not going to look beautiful or anything, because it's only going to be on screen for probably about a couple frames. So about like that. Maybe I might try to so like that. But yeah, so that's a little more like a Daft Punk's, like the suit Daft Punk is wearing. I probably, and then I'm going to maybe put, I think I might put in like Thomas's helmet thing. If for those that aren't Daft Punk aficionados, it's Guy and Thomas are the two guys. Guy has the more screen-looking helmet, and Thomas has the Geordie LaForge Star Trek visor eye thing. And again, there I am making another reference. But Thomas Key, that's all I want to say. And I want to maybe put this on vinyl instead of her glasses. So I could do that. I might do that as a separate layer, and we'll throw that in the video as well. As just kind of like another thing of like, hey, this could also have been a reference. But, so let's see if we can make a version of that. So yeah, so now what I can, now that I have this suit, what I can do is I can just get rid of all these layers, and then boom, I have this suit right here. I can make it bigger or something, but when I go into the video, I can just kind of drop it in, make it fit nicely, and it will be good. But let's go back here, and let's see if we can make Thomas's visor thing. So I'll move him up here so I can see him and I don't have to keep scrolling down. Okay, so this is more of a... Oh, what video am I editing? I keep forgetting. I'm forgetting. I only mentioned this on the first one, but we're editing Alstiff's old Cheer Up Fluttershy, MLP, and Tron animation back from 2013, which I got wrong because I referenced his other animation, Derpy's Toy. He actually made Derpy's Toy a month after he made this, or he uploaded it. So he may have been making them at the same time, but he uploaded this one first before Derpy's Toy. But this one actually came before Derpy's Toy, so the sin still stands. But I will admit I was wrong with the timeline. Which maybe that's what that whole scene was like a little like teaser of, hey, this is going to be in Derpy's Toy. This character bumping, or Derpy's gonna get like a thing, so watch out for that in Derpy's Toy. So I'm going to see how this looks. This may look terrible because I haven't, but I'm gonna see if I can get like a good thing like this. So she's gonna have, oh, I don't want a brush. What am I doing? I want a pencil, because the pencil will make it nicer. Okay, there we go. So yeah, so I'm gonna try this, and then we will move this over her eyes like that. Okay, so something like that, and then we gotta make the laser lights. But to do that, to make that look a little nicer and look a little more like the laser lights, I might give it a different, yeah, something like that. But I need a better brush. So let's see if we can, let me see what this looks like. Nah, not very much. I did make sure not to map anything to Control Z. I am able to Control Z a bunch of stuff. But that's really the only thing. That, and I think Control V and C, which is copy and paste. But everything else I can't control. No, that looks bad. How am I gonna do this? Because I want to make it look more like their LED lights on their eyes. Okay, here's a way I could do this. We're gonna clone it. So here's a little trick. So we're gonna take his eyes, and what we're gonna do, we're gonna make it a little big, yeah. We're gonna take the clone tool. Oh, shoot, what is it? Oh, okay, that's what's wrong. No? Come on, clone it. Could not use clone stamp to create area. Clone has not been. What do you mean? Yeah, I am. Oh, Alt. It's Alt. Okay. Alt clicking is fine too. Okay, so yeah, so we're gonna clone this piece. Oh, oops, that's my mistake. like that. We're going to clone this piece onto Vinyl's helmet. So something like that, but I need it to be a little bigger. So let me see. Let's instead just take the LED portion, copy it. I could just do that. Take the LED portion, copy it, make it like super huge. And then erase around it. Could try this, see how this looks. And then, like I said, I can blur it to make it match in there a little more. Just because I don't want it too bland looking. So then put this on the top screen. Up the top and kaboom. A little like that. Little like that. And then maybe I'll stretch it out a little bit, shrink, skew it. Actually, flip it. Nah, flip it back. Actually, no, I could probably flip it like that. Flip it there. And like that. Yeah, I mean, I'm actually curious. I haven't done, I didn't do much Photoshop editing the last couple streams. Mostly because I haven't done too intensive of edits yet. And, you know, I do like doing those, because, again, that does set me apart from a lot more of the, everything wrong with people out there. Not a lot of them do really intensive, edits and stuff. Little Shy was really, like, the only one who was doing it, and that's why I guess I kind of did it, because, again, I was just kind of going off of what he was doing. But this is something I really like doing, are these kinds of, like, different edits and stuff. Oh, nope. So, what I can do is move that under there, and then we can erase here. Just around the outside. Like that, and boom. Oops, boom. Come on. I'm moving the wrong layer. There we go. There we go. It's about right. Let's see how that looks. Yeah. And then we'll just kind of smooth that out a little bit. Maybe I might blend that into her... maybe I'll try to, like, shade this helmet a little bit, just because it's a little weirdly, like, flat colored. So we'll put a little bit of shade here, and then, like... That was stupid. There we go. And then put a little shade there, and then I will color that in. Nope. Why didn't that color in? It's because I missed the piece down there. Here. Color just... This is annoying. Oh, okay. I see. There we go. Just color that side. Stop. Must not rage on stream. Going to start raging on stream soon because I can't see what I'm doing wrong. What am I doing? Oh, is it... No, is it my tolerance? Maybe it's my tolerance is too high. Yeah, my tolerance is too high. That's what happened. Okay, and then I will actually smudge this to make it a little more... like that, and then make the color scheme a little more, and then we'll do one more darker color like that, and put that here. Boop, and we'll smudge that. There we go. Now we put a little bit of gradient into her little eyepiece. And then, like I said, take the blur tool, blur around the edges so it's not so sharp. And blur around these edges so they're not so sharp against the gray of the underlayer. And there she goes. That's about what I do. And we're just going to kind of throw these little pieces into the animation as such. So let's actually take both of these and make them bigger so that I can so that I don't have to, like that. There we go. And then file, save as, cancel, because I only want one of the layers. There we go. Okay, so we're gonna save this one, PNG, vinyl, Tron, suit. Yeah. Yeah, MS Paint, I could see MS Paint being a little more of a challenge. I have seen people do a lot of crazy good stuff in MS Paint, but it's, I don't know. We've always had Photoshop on our home computers, and then I bought one myself, just because I knew I knew how to work it. So, visor. Okay. So then, what we'll do for here is I'm going to throw in the image after we get rid of the silentness of everything. Okay, there we go. We're gonna throw in the image, and then we put in the pieces. Vinyl suit, vinyl Tron suit, and vinyl Tron visor. And now, all we need to do is throw it in there, and then just match it so it fits her. Just kind of piece it in there. And boom. There's her suit, a little less. So a little smaller. There we go. There's her suit. And go away. Whatever. And then move that down. And then bring that up. And there's her visor. So that'd probably be it, and then I'll probably throw in the regular Daft Punk guys. And that's probably about the end of this scene. Because then that's like, hey, you didn't do it. Okay, so the next sin. Move this back, so the sin will end here. So the next, remember this one. No, hold on. I pushed the wrong sin. I guess he didn't see his, he didn't see the, again, it has to probably do with more the, I'm just stumbling over my words right now. It has to do with more, the fact that it moves very fast in animation. It's not that big of a deal. You're not gonna see first watch through, but again, I watch these things frame by frame, so I saw it. So here we go. Rainbow Dash is going to bend down and about to start flying. He probably, because he purposely blurs it, but you see as he blurs it, she opens her wings, yet there is still a very visible closed part of her wing right here, and it is very visible the entire time. Like it like kind of, her open wings form out of her closed wings, and then I think it disappears like around this frame. So I definitely saw that, and he did definitely try to hide it with the blurring of the animation. So we're gonna put that right there, and then we're gonna make it nice and long. And there we go.
Rainbow Dash still has enclosed wings underneath her open ones. I know.
Yeah, it works. Okay, so that's that one. Oreo Whelp. Okay, so the next one is going to be another one where I want to do an edit. I had a very interesting idea for an edit. So I have it. I know Pinky eventually goes along with this. So what happens in this animation is Angel takes Fluttershy to the Tron realm because she's sad. And I guess this is like, and then they do a little flashback of like, hey, he enlisted Pinky to come to this realm and set up this arena so that they can cheer up Fluttershy with all her friends and stuff. And they're all here. I guess I should have known that he made this animation back in 2013 because Twilight still's a unicorn. Like, he probably would have been working on this as she became an alicorn. And he's like, I'm not going to change that. So, like, this is what I kind of was thinking. It's just the fact that, like, he enlists Pinky to do this kind of thing. And I'd say, I know Pinky eventually goes along with this, but I can't help but wonder if her initial thought process is, oh, Fluttershy needs cheering up? Well, one of my parties will do the trick. Oh, you want to send her inside some digital world instead? Okay, I guess. Like, it seems just kind of weird, the fact that... I always thought it was kind of funny that you enlist the Pony that is known for cheering people up, and then you don't even really use her for anything. You just kind of take her into your own thing. But that's what I always thought. Okay, and I'll probably throw in, like... What should I use? Ooh, you know what? I think I know what I'm going to use. I don't have it now. I'm going to have to get it later. But there was an animation going around. It might be still on Hasbro's page or it was on someone's page of a, like, birthday thing that I guess Andrea Libman recorded for someone. It might have even been Boulder Media, the new people that are taking over from DHX. But they did a birthday thing with Pinky and Fluttershy, and I could easily use that as kind of like the example of like Pinky thinking, "Oh, one of my parties will do the trick," because it's a good party scene with her and Fluttershy. So I might use that. I probably will skip over this as in editing terms, just because it's going to be a lot of back and time everything out, and I don't want you guys to have to listen to me go in between this stuff, unless you really want to, but for right now I'm going to skip over this one, and I want to do this one. So here is this next part where during this explanation, Angel's gonna, with Angel and Pinky, it's gonna fade to this little hole. Well, you've seen this hole before. It's the hole that's underneath the bridge in Fluttershy's area, under Fluttershy's cottage. But it kind of made me think, why are they showing us this hole? Like, I guess it's to pinpoint the fact that this is the hole to Angel's little, like, secret underground area to take to Tron. But it didn't seem like there's much of a point. They should have just faded to this thing. And then I make a joke with it of saying, like, oh, it's this thing. And then the joke is the fact that if that's what they're trying to emphasize, is the fact that, oh, it's another entrance into Fluttershy's Tron thing to send people to this Tron world, because so far that seems to be like the only way they can do this is his own little thing, and the only other entrance we saw was in Fluttershy's cottage. Obviously they can't take them in Fluttershy's cottage, it's not going to work. But then if that's the only other entrance, that's way too small of an entrance for a pony to fit, and I feel it. I'm going to make an edit of some pony getting stuck in there. I'm trying to think who I should do, though. I'm going to have to find... You know what? I guess I'm going to have to look for it right now. So let's throw Starlight up again. And let's go look on the internet for more stuff. And while I'm doing that, I'll speak to... Oh, okay. It's a Netflix thing? That's what the birthday thing was? Okay. I'm going to go look for more stuff on Google. See if we can get a good back view of one of the ponies. And then you can try to see if you can... Okay, so we've... Yeah, it's a whole... This kind of thing is why I have a Starlight, so that you... Oh, yes, this is perfect, actually. I forgot about this episode. Yeah, there's the whole... Okay, I think I might use Applejack then. Because there is a whole... there's a part where she's uh, we see the back view of her going into one of her chicken coops, and it'd be perfect. It's a perfect little. It works great for it works really well for the intended purpose of this image. So let me see. I want simple ways, and then yeah, I'm keeping, and then you know, also since because it's quiet, I'm going to turn the music on. And Applejack. Okay, so she's going into, and then I want coop. Can I do the, no, not that. Chicken coop. Does that work? That works, okay. Okay, I need a better image of this. How many, okay, how many of these chicken coop images do we have? Okay, there's not a lot of chicken coop images, so I'm going to see if this one works then. If this is really the only one I can use because it had to be made into a meme, well, whatever, I'll use it. And I'll just cut out the piece of the meme that I need. Okay, yeah, looks like I'm going to have to use the meme image. So let's put that, let's grab that and throw that into Photoshop and take out what I need from it. Copy. Well, you know what? I'm gonna take out the piece I need from it before I take away Starlight. Copy. Okay, and then delete. Yes. Okay, and then we'll take away this piece. Okay, so Starlight can go away, and you guys can. Oops, that's the wrong one. There we go. Okay, it's gonna flash the thumbnail real quick. I forgot I linked it to two different things. Okay, so let's see. What can I do with? Stop it! Stop it! Nope. Stop. Okay. I want this. I need the image of the hole. Oh yeah, the 200th episode's tomorrow. Which I will not be able to see live. I work in the morning, unfortunately. But I do have it being recorded, so I will watch it when I get home. So we're going to grab this. Grab the screenshot of... entrance. I don't even know what to say with this thing. Tron... entrance. Whatever. I put way too many pictures on my hard drive for this thing. There's way too many pictures on this thing. Okay. Tron entrance. Whatever. Okay. So we're gonna use Applejack here, and I'm just gonna take her profile right here. This little, as the internet says, plot shot. And we're going to put that into the hole. Like so. And then we can, and then I'll obviously like erase around it, add a little more to the image and stuff, and so that it looks like it's more inside the hole and stuff. But that's pretty much what I'm gonna do. I might color a little bit, so we'll take some time. This is gonna be a little bit of a longer stream, just because I have the time, and I probably it's not gonna be any longer than probably 2 hours, but I do want to get a little bit more done. I got a lot done yesterday, but that's because I didn't do too much intensive editing. But I want to get a little bit more done, because actually hopefully the goal is I will be streaming tomorrow like normal schedule, but I will not be streaming Sunday, mostly because it's Easter, and I have more personal stuff to do on Easter, so I won't be streaming then. But hopefully, if all goes to plan, if we can get the Sins done tonight, we can do the finishing touches and end gags tomorrow, and then I can put it out on Easter. So I won't even need to stream because there will already be something that is going out on the channel. But that's if I get stuff done. So that is another reason why I'm not looking at chat too much. But you guys haven't been too talk about stuff. But yeah. But yeah, 200 episodes tomorrow. Can't wait to see it. Heard a lot of good stuff about it. I'm really interested to see what they have cooked up. I won't spoil anything if you guys haven't seen a lot of what's been talked about is going to happen with the 200th episode. So I won't worry about that, but it's going to be interesting. I'm really looking forward to it. All I have to say is just if you haven't seen anything, there's going to be a story by Credit, and it's gonna be you're gonna be interested to see who the story's by for this episode. That's all I'm gonna say. Then again, with that spoiler, who knows? Someone might spoil it in chat, so I don't know. It's your guys' choice how much you want to be spoiled or not. Okay, and then go around her leg here. Okay, so this is really, so yeah, like I said, I want to try to get most of the Sins portion done. If I don't get all of it done, I'll just do maybe a little bit of the rest off camera, off stream. I don't know why I'm saying off camera, because there is no camera. There never will be. You will never see my face. You actually, plenty of you can already see my face. It's there's several videos out there where you guys can see my face. But I just got a new haircut, and you won't be able to see it. Darn shame for all of you. But you know, maybe that's what I'll put in next time. I'll put in like a little like image of myself as the faux face cam kind of thing. I don't know. I'm probably gonna be really weird on these streams. Not just in the fact that like I'm stuttering over a lot of my words, just the fact that I will want to do a lot of weird things. Like I don't know. Because again, I feel I'm not trying to be like really professional or anything. I'm just, because again, these aren't professional streams. They aren't to be like watched religiously or anything. These are just for my benefit, to just keep me working on stuff and to let you guys know, hey, I'm working on something. If you want to see me work on it, you can. You don't have to. I could totally be streaming this to nobody. I know I'm not, because I can see my chat and I can see my live viewers. Thank you to everyone who's here so far. But I wouldn't even care if I'm streaming this to nobody. I just want to keep moving with stuff. Okay, so, and then we'll definitely, okay, so then Applejack is going to get a little bit of this. Put that around here. And then we'll make her belly go in there once that's done. Because then it's okay if there's a little bit of the hole showing. Once I blur it, it's not going to be seen too much. Oh, a lot of you watch the episodes more after someone reacts to them. I could see that. I never got into solo reactions. Same thing, I never got into like solo Let's Plays or anything. Mostly because I've only watched group reactions and stuff. And well, actually, that's a lie. I have seen some solo reactions. I think anyone who's seen some of my videos would know I've referenced some solo reactors. I don't know if he's still around. I know he did get like his Twitter suspended at some point, or his channel suspended at some point. But the Smurf Vlogs guy, I referenced him in the most recent Starlight Sunset video, because I watched a little bit of his stuff to get a view on what his opinion was on Starlight, when he did have a negative opinion on her, and I watched some people when they reacted to my stuff, because I'm narcissistic like that. No, that's the joke. No, it's just the fact that I always, if it's a channel who has never heard of me or anything, I like to give a, like, kind of be in the comments and say, hey, I like this. And it's not the fact that I'm like, I really want to see people react to stuff. It's the fact that that's my way of saying, you're good with reacting to my stuff. I'm not gonna, say anything else, and I don't need to watch everything. It's just kind of like my okay, because I know a lot of people get into some hot water when it comes to a lot of sometimes stuff they react to. So yeah, about like that. I might do the end of her legs, or I might just, I could just zoom in just so you don't see it. I might do that because I don't feel too much like drawing the rest of her body. I'm gonna kind of clean up this little bit in here. But yeah, I mostly only watch group reactions and stuff because I like I like the multiple viewpoints of things. Because a lot of times when you watch just regular reactions, it's mostly just the person reacting and not much of discussion. And when it's group stuff, a lot of times there's more discussion, and which is what I look more forward to when it comes to the media I consume, is a lot more discussion on the topic and less just watching it. And again, that's completely, I understand why people like that kind of thing, but I've never been too much big of a fan of it. I like more, a little more substance with my reactions, but there's not too much of that nowadays. Okay, so save as, and then we'll say Tron entrance AJ stuck. There we go. Good. So then with this, so take this away. But then how do we way too small. Okay, so then we gotta put that in. Tron entrance AJ stuck. And we'll just kind of stick that right there. And we'll just, and then like I said, I will, oh, I could have, oh, darn, I could have put, you know what, let me do that. I'm gonna do that. I can do this, because I can work with this. I just realized the way this is angled, I can say her feet are in the water. And to do that, we will darken it a little bit. And then we will put a little bit of a line here. There we go. Yeah, we could say her feet and her tail are in the water. Oh, it's perfect. I don't even have to draw the rest of it. And then we can erase a little bit on the side. Like so. And there we go. And blur it. There we go. Fit on screen. Oh, yeah. That's great. That's great. Okay. Tomorrow's episode, Season 9, Episode 4? Yeah. Yeah, it's Episode 4. Mostly because of Best Gift Ever. Best Gift Ever added an episode to the counter list, so that is why it's Episode 4 instead of Episode 5, like it was, it originally would have been if Best Gift Ever wasn't a thing. There we go. Okay, cool. And it looks a little bumpy here, and that's just because of the quality. It'll look fine when the quality's up. So we're just going to stick it like that. And I think what I will do is, like the thing, I will kind of, like, move it over. As it just kind of like that. Yeah, there we go. Perfect. Okay, so that's that done. There we go. Okay, that's that done. So the next sin is... Okay, so this kind of sin comes from the fact that this is the kind of thing like you don't until you finish the video and you learn about the stuff that happened in it. It's the kind of weird implication that happens when you just don't think about the video until it's over. So I make the joke of, oh, Fluttershy, or because I make the joke of, like, because the previous sin is the fact that, oh, is Angel putting them all into his little transporter? And I'm like, but that's hard because the thing's too small. But then I fix it and I'd be like, oh, it's because they all have their own transporters. Now it makes sense. But then I think, wait, no wonder Fluttershy is upset and she's cheering up. Every pony's in some secret digital society, and except for her. And it's kind of, I mean, and if that's the case, it kind of is true. I mean, they all have their own little computer monitors except for her because they can all get transported in here. So, I mean, kind of leaving your friend out, guys. I mean, kind of, it's not really. But again, this isn't really the thing I would know how to, wouldn't really know how to edit too much. I might just have to, like, let that kind of thing play and, like, let it, I think, okay, I know what I'm gonna do. So, that's that one. What I will do is I will let this play. I'll let them walking play. And then this part here, and then we're gonna go back. Move that back over here. Move that up here, and then we're gonna jump back to screen. Fluttershy is sitting in, and we're just gonna jump back into this screen of just Fluttershy sitting in her house, all sad. Yeah, I might just do it like that. But again, it's just kind of those weird implications. Best gift ever is season 9, episode 0. No, actually, I think it's season 8, episode 27. How it's officially marketed. But yeah. Okay, so then this got a couple more sins left. Okay, this next one. Let me see if I remember what it is.
Or it's the fact that none of...
Oh, okay, I remember this one. This is a weird... this is only one, again, I only saw. I'm gonna have to... I don't know what caused this kind of weird thing. You notice anything about Fluttershy here? Here, let me put a different image of her up. You notice anything about her eyes? Why are her eyes, like, moss green? She's never had moss green eyes, even in the beginning of the animation, which I will throw so you guys can see what his original design model was of her. She doesn't have moss green eyes. She has her regular, like, I don't know, cerulean? I don't know. I'm not good with color theory. But yeah, it's a weird thing that okay, hold on. There we go. So yeah, she's got, like, the blue eyes, the regular blue eyes from before. So and then I make a joke. Like I said, oh, no wonder she's upset. It's because no ponies complimented her on her green contact lenses. I'm so bad. I'm so bad with my sense of humor. But again, it's my sense of humor, and I love it like that. So, okay, so we're gonna move that, copy, throw that up. And then we're going to take that here and make it longer. And we're going to put Fluttershy more into frame. Like here. Okay, so yeah, there we go. And then I might throw up an image, a previous image of her where her eyes are very clearly, I hate that. Are very clearly, the blue. Okay, so then the next one is, I remember this one. The next one is, again, I don't know what the thing about this is I guess maybe it's, because he did it with a lot of, it's another, like, weird choice, and I don't know what the choice behind it was, but again, I'm just going to kind of sin it. All the main six's eyes, or 3 of the 6 main six's eyes reflect the natural lighting of the grid, which is the, like, just because the grid itself is very shiny, or is very, like, illuminated because of, like, the lighting, their eyes reflect that, but the other 3 don't. I'll make the, screen nicer so you guys can see it more. So, here we go. So, you see, you have Rarity's does not, Applejack's does, because you can see a little bit of lighting in the eyes here. Twilight's does not. Fluttershy's does. And then I believe Pinky's does too. Back to here. Yes, Pinky's does. I don't know if it's... No, it's not the fact that their eyes are blue, because Rarity would have that then. And Applejack has green eyes. Yeah, Rarity's does not. It's just her eyes are the same color thing. And let me check Rainbow Dash back when we had one with her wing thing. It's vinyl. Okay. Yeah, and Rainbow Dash doesn't. Her eyes don't have that either. So, it's kind of like a weird thing. I don't know why only he made some of their eyes reflect the light of the grid, but it's weird. Sending it. Because it's kind of weird. It's a weird discontinuity kind of thing. But hey, doesn't retract from the effort from the quality of the animation. Just something I noticed. Because those who haven't been to any of my other streams, I made this thing clear. Audio's a little choppy, and maybe my microphone. Let me see. It could also be I was a little further from the microphone when I was trying to lean into something else. Let me know if that sounds a little better. I will see. If it doesn't, I'll see if there's anything else. It could be something on my end. There's no storm out tonight, so it shouldn't be. There's nothing affecting the quality of the stream, I don't think. Let me see. No, it says I have excellent connection. So, I'm not certain. Just let me know, though. So there's that sin. I'll probably just throw up the still images of their eyes. Okay, and then this next one.
The grid is smart enough to cut.
Okay, yeah, I remember this one. So it's the fact that, again, it's another weird kind of design choice. He gives Applejack a, and again, I never point out the animator as the issue of this. It's never like, Alstiff didn't do this kind of thing. No, I always keep it in the perspective of the animation. So what I say is like, the grid is smart enough. The grid, it's never the animator's fault, is what I try to make this be. It's never, and again, I'm never blaming the animator. It's always just, he makes these choices for a reason, and I just kind of nitpick them. But, and one of these choices I noticed is that Applejack's little tail thing is glowing, yet her main one isn't. Like, I feel if you'd make them both, you'd do both, but it probably has to do with the fact that their heads are on a different layer than their bodies. which I showed in a previous sin. So he probably made the bodies first and put the lighting on the tail band. But then when he made the head, he didn't do that. Yet, although he did make the hat. And I think I do say that in the sin, is the fact that the hat is customized too. So, I don't know. It's a weird thing. But I'm just gonna probably do like I normally do. Put this one here. They walk on. Cut that. Stretch that out. Boom. Like that. And I'll throw in my little arrows. I have arrows just for these certain sins. I have my own arrow. There we go. Put the music back on again. So we're almost done. We're almost done like I said, we're almost done the sins portion. I may do some other stuff after this, or I may stop the stream. I don't know. Like you said, if the audio's being really buggy and stuff, I don't want to keep doing it for too long and then it just become annoying because you can't understand me. So I don't know. But here we go. I want to take Applejack's hat and we will put the hat. So we're going to point at her hat first, and then we got to let the arrow move, because the arrow is going to move here. And then we're going to take the arrow, spin it on its little axis, and point down to her tail. Move this there. So then goes down to her tail. And then that's going to follow her tail here. And then there. And then... I hate how I do that. And then we take the axis point here again. And we spin it around to point to her band. There we go. And then we follow that. And then that's about it. So then the arrow, and spin it, and then it follows that. So that way the arrow's not too choppy. It just follows the animation. Dude, like that. Okay. So then we have 2 more sins, or do we? So this last one is another what is, I think, I can't remember if Fluttershy was if you could see it before, when Fluttershy was being held up by the butterflies. Okay, here we go. Okay, yeah. So she's flapping her wings, and her wings aren't gridified. She's flapping her wings like that. But if you notice, this very last scene, this is her back. This is her cutie mark. Where are her wings? So yeah, Fluttershy's wingless. She's caught the Celestia bug from Lullaby for a Princess. So there's that. So that's the next sin. Move that. Drag that out. And again, I'll take my arrows. And I explained this in a previous thing. What I do here with these arrows is I going on the timeline of the animation, and I say at this moment, at this time point, I want the arrow to be here, and then I can kind of move it so that I say, okay, and then at this time point, I want the arrow to be here. So this is her back. This is her cutie mark. then she has no wings. And I might make... Maybe I'll make it bounce a little bit. Kind of like in frustration. So then, if I copy these, now the arrow bounces in frustration. Not even frustration, just kind of in, hey, look here, kind of thing. So that's that. Okay, and then the final sin, which, as a surprise, is not even a sin. I'm going to pause the music so we can hear it.
Okay, hold on. What is this non-demon-like characterization of Angel? I like this characterization more.
Yeah, I decided to take away a sin as the last sin. Mostly because I do try, especially for a lot of these more ambitious animations, I try to find some way to take away a sin. Especially if it's just like even if it's a lot of times if it's like a tiny it doesn't depend on the channel, it just depends on the animation itself. If it's very ambitious and it's like its own thing, I definitely try to find somewhere to take away a sin. And this one I liked because I like the fact that he uses Angel as a moral support for Fluttershy, which is something I really wish the show did more. Last time that's happened, we've seen was probably back in season 5 with Scaremaster, where he helped her overcome a little bit of her fear of Nightmare Night. And since then, we just haven't seen too much of it. But especially the fact that he did this around when season 3 was out, which I don't remember if Angel had too much. I know he was harassed by Discord in the Discord app in Keep Calm and Flutter On, but I don't think he was too evil yet. I think that comes more in season 4, because in season 2 was the weird thing where he was like downright terrible in putting your hoof down, and then like 3 episodes later, Hurricane Fluttershy, he's completely supportive of everything, and it's just kind of a weird juxtaposition with him. But I wanted to highlight the fact that he chose to use Angel as more of a support, and I like that about it. So I probably will put that too. That's gonna be that one. Just use this because I want to make it so that it fades out as he blinks. So yeah, kind of like
This characterization more.
yeah, like that. Okay, so do I want to slow it down or do I want to put? You know what? I think I'm just gonna put the scene from him in the beginning. In the very beginning part where he's like looking up at her. Like this. Yeah, like that. And then put don't do that. Don't do that. There we go. Here. Yeah, like that.
Okay, hold on. What is this non-demon-like?
Stop it. Stop looping. Okay. So that's there. And move this back a little bit more. There we go.
What is this non-demon-like characterization of Angel? I like this characterization more.
There we go. Yep, that works. Take that. There we go. And then this is where the sin tally. It goes boom, 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 kind of thing. So move that back there, and there we go. So that's about it. I'm gonna go for maybe about like 15 minutes more. I think I might put the sin tally stuff up and figure out. I don't know what the sentence is gonna be yet. Sometimes I do have a sentence already ready and stuff, but I don't have it now. But I think I'll figure out what to do I'll show you guys how I make the sin tally thing. So the final sin tally is 31. Oh shoot, I don't want to think. Never mind, we're not doing this. I forgot the. For those who weren't here at the beginning of the stream, I did say the text thing just when I'm streaming. Any other time it works fine, but just when I'm streaming it does that weird little glitchy effect, and it's just very annoying to work on, so I can't do that. So I'm going to mess around with the rest of the editing. I might do so I have the arrows for here. Oh, you know what, I didn't get a daft rarity. I wanted to put in a daft rarity while in the Daft Punk sin, because I wanted to show the fact that they put. Then again, daft rarity wasn't a thing when this was out, because this was out in 2013 and Rainbow Rocks didn't come up until 2014. So it's not, again, it's not his fault. But I kind of just want to put daft rarity in. So let's throw Starlight up real quick. And I'm going to jump back into Google, see if I can find daft rarity. Daft Punk rarity. I just need a good vector of her. Nah, I don't want that head bobbing one. You guys can look these up later. Yeah, I might just use this one. I probably will just use this one, but sentence time for daftness? Maybe. I could make that the sentence. I might put that up later. Then maybe I do want to keep daft rarity though. I might. I'll keep that under the. Oh no! Don't do that. Okay. Starlight, you can come down. Okay. Let me see. What? I could. I really could. And I could definitely use. Maybe I might. I might do that. Or at least do some kind of reference with her and have her just kind of pop up or something. Yeah. Yeah. I'll keep that. I'll keep that one in mind. Harder, better, faster, stronger. Maybe. Maybe. What I would more want, I want something more with, like, Tron, though. Because I feel it's more something, like, I feel I would do something more, oh, I could do de-resolution. That could be the sentence. The sentence could be de-resolution. Because in Tron World, when you are, when you're a program and you're de-resed, that's like you being deleted. But when you're a user and you're de-resed, you're just kicked out of the world. But when you're a program and you're de-resed, you're just gone. So that could be a thing I could do as de-resolution. And I'm trying to think, what could I use? I could use a clip from Tron. I could use a clip from Kingdom Hearts 2's Tron. They talk about de-resolution in there. I could. I feel bad taking away that daftness thing. It's just I want more something with Tron as the sentence, because I feel that would work better. Because that's more of what the animation's about. So, I think I'll still put daft rarity in the scene with Vinyl, though. So let me move back to Vinyl's scene, and I'm just gonna throw daft rarity in here. And then we're just gonna kind of throw her in here, and we'll do a little like, animation where she kind of like definitely has to come off screen, like so, like something like that. So I'll leave it like that, and then she's just gonna kind of slowly slink on screen. Or I could have her come up from under the soundboard. That would take a little bit more editing, but I do have the option to do that kind of thing. I don't know. This will definitely be something I will like look at. You know, I want to make her pop onto the screen. So she's going to go forward. So yeah, so if you ever want to make something kind of like do a little like jut movement, like boop. No, it's not. It doesn't do it because sometimes the frames are kind of glitchy. Yeah, there we go. So she kind of popped over into her place. Boop. All you do is when you put it into a place, just your next timeline thing is just a few notches over, and then the next one again is just back in the original place. So then that way she just pops into place, and it makes her like look like she's actually moving. So let me see how that looks.
Daft Rarity is disappointing. Rainbow Dash?
Yeah, kind of. It's not the best. I'll definitely see if I can work with that a little more. But that definitely is something I can work with. So I got Rainbow Dash's wings. You can easily see that. I don't think I need an arrow for her wings. I think you guys can see that. You can see her wings are still there. I don't want to make it like too obvious that. So this is the pinky stuff. That just comes from the anime talking, and then we've got Applejack stuck. Nice. And then these are them talking, and I don't have subtitles for this part because again, I didn't want the thing glitching too much, so I didn't bother putting in more subtitles. So that's that. This is the green contact lenses. Fluttershy with their eyes. This is Applejack's pieces, and this is Fluttershy's lack of wings. And then that's the good part of Angel. Okay, yeah. So that's about it. So hopefully tomorrow I'll finish up the last of this. I'll get the sentence ready. Maybe I'll even do the sentence tomorrow along with the end gags. Which I will take some time to get the pieces I want for the end gags tomorrow. Stream's probably going to be around this same time tomorrow, too. I'll definitely make sure to watch the 200th episode before I get on stream, if you guys want to talk about it. So, with that, I'm going to have it, have her pop upward from the top or upside down. I could definitely have her come from the top. I'll definitely look around. I'm going to definitely mess with it a little bit off stream just to see if I can get it to look nice. But tomorrow we'll focus on the end gags, and I'll have all the pieces for that that I want to do with that. I already have the 3 in mind I'm going to do. Because I always try to do 3 end gags if it's a regular animation. If it's a longer animation, I try to get a little more. Like with Turnabout Storm, I had 4, and the finale had 6. But I try to get at least 3. Sometimes I can only get 2, but that's just if it's a shorter animation. But that's just my thing is with the end gags. I like to have at least 3. So I think that's about it for tonight. We'll let this play out. I'm gonna just kind of let this music play out, and I'll explain a little bit more of what we're doing. Just finish up explaining what's going on. So, again, thanks for everyone coming out, listening to me just ramble as I edit these videos. I don't know if I'm gonna be doing this like constantly for every single video I do. This is just to get me back on track. It's working very well. I do like the fact that I'm able to do stuff like this. I do like the streaming. I like getting to talk with those that want to stay and talk and stay stuff. But for right now, it's been really fun. and hopefully I can keep, hopefully a little bit of interaction's nice. And that's about it. So I will see you all tomorrow. Thanks for coming out. Have a good night.